Hello Cancer, welcome to the Black Hearted Oracle. Now before we get started, I'd like to pay homage to Mother Sustainer, Father Creator, and of course my beautiful ancestors. Now this is Why Do They Spy reading, and it is for the next 30 days. So let's get started. For who they are, we have a magical child in the light attributes, and it's seeing the potential for sacred beauty in all things, the belief that everything is possible. We also have the added in the light attribute, and it says it helps you recognize and confront addictive behaviors. And we have priest. Light attribute is facilitates spiritual commitments, serves as a channel of spiritual energy. We have faith, entrapment, wild, and rejection. For love, hate, friend, and foe, we have balance with child and marriage, prayer with despair and concern, confusion with high honor and change, and impartiality with expectation and house. For what they hope to achieve, we have pleasure in reverse, wide open in reverse, golden palace in reverse with ghost lands, making choices, and the gentle gardener in reverse. For the outcome, we have strategy, thinking woman, and cornucopia in reverse. So we're just going to get to it and see what's going on. Okay, so I'm splitting the deck and I see the Ace of Air and Justice. So what's that telling me is some truth is going to be revealed that's going to lead to you getting your justice. Or if you're dealing with a Libra, some truth is going to be exposed about this Libra. Now, I don't know if this is someone that is in like a spiritual set that you're in, or like a church or some form of religion that is paying very close attention to you, or if this is a parent who has a problem with you being like a wild child, or is it somebody who is religious but deep down inside of them they want to be wild and they feel entrapped by their religion, but maybe you rejected them. But we're gonna get into it. But it seems like they are a person who is like, they hate what they can't have. They really want to be wild, they really want to be as they see you, but they're very pompous. So it's like they hold back on their true desires and true life and put the religious front forward in order to look a certain way to society, but really deep down within them, there's something burning in them that wants to be let out. Why is the magical child here? Why is the magical child here? Or it could be someone too that is a practitioner of the arts, whether that is the dark arts or the light arts, black or white magic. So that is the Queen of Fire. So this is somebody who, they're kind of stuck in a childish way of being. And the way I want to say that is because you also have the child divine here as well. Being that it was placed sideways, I want to, and look, the child orphan and the child eternal. Now these cards are shuffled really well. Like, so for all four child cards to show up, and at the bottom, the hedonist and the femme fatale. So you see what I'm talking about? That the person seems to be very religious on the surface, but really and truly, they are hiding something within them that they probably should let out. It probably will do them a lot of good. But they lacking confidence to do this because maybe they like being seen as a person of high honor. And they feel like if they let go of this religious persona that they have, then they would face rejection. So they feel entrapped into the persona that they've developed. Why is the addict here? For the person who's watching, Cancer. Why is the addict here for the person who's watching, Cancer? The truth. So honestly, even though these things are in the light attributes, I want to say that maybe you have exposed this person, that they put on this facade that's not really true to who they are. I don't know if you and them have had like an illicit affair and the truth of that has came out, but why is the priest here? Or again, they're afraid of the truth coming out. And what like wanted to come out is the Eight of Air, the illusion of being trapped. Again, entrapment, illusion of being trapped in this religious facade that they have, but deep inside of them, they have this desire that is not being met. Why is the priest here? Why is the priest here? For the person who's watching, Cancer. Awakening. Yeah. It's coming out exactly like they need to take a look at a different perspective. To thy own self be true, like for this person, because it seems like they're living a total lie. Have faith. Why is have faith here for the person who's watching Cancer? Have faith. Why is have faith here for the person who's watching Cancer? Why is that? Okay. Nine of Water. Yeah. So they should have faith in the fact that their wish fulfillment is not a terrible thing. Why is entrapment here for the person who's watching Cancer? Okay. Yeah, it says competing goals, bothersome details, conflict with others. And that's exactly, it's like they're putting on a persona and they want you to be holier than thou and repent or whatever, you know, religious dogma they're trying to force onto you and judging you. But really and truly, they have this desire inside of them that's competing with what they true on the outside. They have a competing goal with what's going on the inside for them. So they want to argue with you and they want to make you feel inferior and sinful for how you choose to live your truth. Why is the Wild card here for the person who's watching Cancer? Why is the Wild card here for the person who's watching Cancer? Are at a crossroads and refuse to pick a path. So it's like they're stifling themselves and refusing to pick a path of what they truly want. What is these two paths, two cards please, that the person who's watching Cancer has a choice about? What is these two paths? So one is to really and truly love themselves, to be honest with themselves, to really show up as their true authentic self, because this is the Ace of Water, which is my self-love card. And to me, you can't really love yourself if you're showing up as somebody that you're really not. And I know this card is reversed, so it should have mean that they picked a path, but with how this reading is feeling, it doesn't feel like that. What it feels like is they're stifling this inner wild child. And there's a path in them that they need to bring out, but they're not doing that. So they're acting as though they're religious. Like it just feels very religious here. It feels okay. What is this other path for the person who's watching Cancer that they're hiding from themselves? What is this other path? Okay. Five of Water, to no longer be thinking about this rejection, you know, of what will happen if they choose to be honest with themselves and give themselves the justice that's required, you know, to let their hair out. Why is there rejection here for the person who's watching Cancer? Why is there rejection here for the person? Okay. Four of Water. Yeah, because they're going to feel like they've missed an opportunity. So I don't know if they might be a priest, you know, or someone in high standing in their church or their religious order, but they're feeling like they're going to be rejected from this if they should really go into what they want or really try to pursue what they want, whether that's you or a lifestyle. And it's funny because it's right here next to the confusion and the high honor and the change. So they're confused. I know I'm jumping ahead, but can't help it. They're confused about making the decision because they feel like it'll change their way that they are perceived. They've petitioned so many times, but they're still in a place of despair. And it's giving them great concern because they can't find balance in their family life. Why is the Balance card here with the child and the marriage? Ten of Water. Exactly. See what I'm saying about the family life? So maybe that, you know, you guys were in a relationship and they end up having a child with you and that's a secret and they're trying to find balance, right? Because if you look at this card, if you look at these faces, they're so done. Like they've had enough. They've turned their back and they're very upset. They feel totally displeased by what's going on. I'm gonna go a little deeper on the child. Why is the child here? The person who's watching Cancer, why is the child here? Three of Earth. I'm gonna get one more on the marriage. Why is the marriage here? For the person who's watching Cancer. Okay. The Emperor. Okay. So it's like this person has to find a balanced way to work on this relationship and also to be able to stand up in their emperor stance, you know, to be organized and logical and structured with discipline and leadership. But it's like they're trapped in whatever relationship this is and they can't move forward into what would actually give them their wish fulfillment. Herbalife. The cages we make for ourselves. What is the prayer card? Why is the prayer card here for the person who's watching Cancer with the despair and concern? See, they're praying and they haven't truly, they've prayed, but they haven't truly listened for the answers. You understand? It's like prayer is the petition and meditation is the receiving. So they've prayed, but they haven't really centered and became quiet so that they can trust the intuition and know that it is the voice of God. So right now they're feeling as though God or whatever representation of spirit they have is not answering them. Because look, they're looking for a second chance, for the wheel to turn in their favor, but they're stuck in so much despair because they refuse to acknowledge the voice of spirit. Why is concern here? I guess they're waiting for the skies to part and thunder to clap as an answer from the divine. They're so concerned because to me, it's like either you've broken their heart or they've broken their own heart by staying stuck in a repetitive, well, I won't even say a repetitive cycle, but I have to because the wheel is here. A cycle of always being hurt, of feeling rejected, feeling like they've missed an opportunity, of crying over spilled milk, not being able to look things from a different perspective because of the dogma that they're entrenched in. Pages we make for ourselves, boy. Okay, why is the confusion card here? Here's the high, honor, and change. The hermit, because they need some healing. Why is the high? See, they're afraid to take a new, I'm sorry to be laughing, but yeah. Whew. Okay, calm down. Yeah, they're afraid to be taking this leap of faith into something new because they run the risk of losing their position in society or their perceived position in society. Why is the change card here? But it's going to happen regardless because you can't divert your nature for your whole life. It turns into perversion. See, maybe before things got so heavy in the life that they're stuck in, like if they're a married person or they're in a long-term commitment with someone, they're romanticizing about things of the past. But I want to get one more. Oh, which one is which one? Yeah, about happier times. One more on the Six of Water and the Change card, please. One more. One more. Okay, thank you. Yeah, Six of Air. So it's like they're desperate for this change and it's like their soul is so calling for it, but they're staying stubborn. And before they actually change and learn to be impartial, it's like they can't, even though this is what they're expecting from others, that once they should change that people will be impartial and won't judge them, but it's not happening like that. Why is the impartiality card here for the person who's watching Cancer with change, expectation, and house? The world. They're wanting this change to come in. This, I could do what I want and no judgments. Why is the expectation? Yeah. Yeah, they're hoping to be able to find the magic and the power to do this. Why is the house here for the person who's watching Cancer? Why is the house here? Why is the house here for the person who's watching Cancer? Why is the house here? Because the house speaks of stability. Yeah, look, your card. So it's like they really want this commitment or this relationship or this fling, or if you're their child's parent, they really would like a do-over, a successful stability with you. But again, they're refusing to say anything because they're afraid of rejection. Why is the pleasure card in reverse for the person for what they hope to achieve? Why is the pleasure card in reverse for what the person who's watching Cancer hopes to receive? Unity. Because they're in a loveless marriage, poor thing. Why is wide open here for the person? But I mean, you could tell, right? The Ten of Water, the Three of Pentacles in reverse, the Emperor with the Unity card. Come on now. Why is the wide open here in reverse? Balance. So if there's a Temperance or a Sagittarius, this could be a Taurus, this could be an Aries, that's a Cancer, this is Aquarius. There's a lot of people on the board, so we won't go there. But wide open, they're unbalanced. So it's very hard for them to be wide open to the possibilities that are around them. They're stuck in a mode of thinking and a way of doing things that keeps them off balance from their true nature. What? Okay. See, and the success that they're looking for, the recognition that they're looking for, it can't come to them right now. It's not that it's not there for them. Of course they could have it, but they'd have to move to calmer waters. Why is the ghost laying here? Why is the ghost laying here? Okay. Page of Fire. They're waiting in a barren place, hoping for something new. But they're going to have to find a creative solution to work this out for them and be brave enough to actually live the life that they want. Why is the ghost lance here with the page of fire for the person who's watching Cancer? Yeah, exactly. They're going to have to be brave enough. Why is it making a choice here? What is these two choices? Okay, what's the other one? What's the other choice? Or spirit, thank you. Okay, yeah. Well, I want to put that there because it didn't drop. Okay. What is the other choices? What is the other choices? What is the other choices? What is the other choice? Sorry. Thank you. Not, yeah. So right here, that's what I was saying. If you're the parent of their child, they want to send you messages because they want a new beginning, because they look at you as their empress to their emperor, regardless of gender. This is not about gender. It's about energies. We're going to get one more on this Nine of Earth. Why is the Nine of Earth here for the person who's watching Cancer and the choices that they have to make? Yeah. So right now, it is they're questioning themselves if they really just want to leave a situation and just become loyal to whatever they want, you know, and don't pursue another relationship. Let me get one more. One more card on the making choices: the Empress, the Eight of Fire, the Nine of Earth, and the Knight of Earth. But you gotta, yeah, okay. That's exactly what it is. Because this is like the slowest moving knight in the deck. So they're making slow progress to become single because they're afraid to give up. See, they're unable to make this decision or unwilling. Even though when they make this decision, it would lead to their success. They don't have a strategy for it. Why is the strategy card here? The Moon, yeah. They can't come up with a strategy that wouldn't put them as the bad guy. And as much as they're trying to hide the fact that they're thinking about this strategy, every part that comes to them, it leads with them losing a lot. Everything that comes to them, they don't want to be the bad guy. Why is the Moon in the strategy card here for the person who's watching Cancer? Eight of Water, exactly. They don't know how to walk away. They don't know how to walk away. So even if they focus tremendously on this situation, they're still stuck with being unable to make this choice because they don't want to look like the bad guy. Why is it thinking woman here? Why is it thinking woman here for the person who's watching Cancer? Right, okay. Ten of Earth. Exactly. The cornucopia. They're scared of losing this and they're trying to develop a way to be able to walk away from whatever commitment or long-standing relationship or religious upbringing or religious persona that they have and not lose their wealth or not lose what they hold dear. And they're thinking very hard about this. Why is cornucopia in reverse for the person who's watching Cancer? Why is cornucopia in reverse for the person who's watching Cancer? Okay. Yeah. Because of them being a Knight of Wands. So this is somebody who is a thought box, wild on the inside. Outside, they're a dignified and honored person, but really they have a lot of hedonistic tendencies and depravities that they keep hidden from everyone else to maintain their stability, but what it's really doing is robbing them of their true wealth. Any closing messages for Cancer before we get to the closing guidance? Yeah, this person needs healing. Any closing messages? Yeah, to me, it's like their sun will come out when they learn how to be compassionate because it's like they've fallen in love with you and they're too afraid to step away from what was. Any closing guidance for the person who's watching Cancer? Yeah, they're holding on. 3 more cards, please, for, not closing guidance, closing messages. I keep saying that. Any closing messages for the person? Okay, 2 more cards, please. One turned around. Okay. Closing messages. Okay, thank you. Okay. Ace of Earth and Opportunity. Yeah, they're refusing to release. They'd rather argue. Yeah, injustice. So as I'm saying, if this is a Libra, this Libra card kept popping out how many times? So yeah, this person is refusing to release the marriage that's unhappy, that there's no pleasure in, because they're very diplomatic. But what they need to do is speak their mind with confidence so that they can get the justice that they require in their life and this new opportunity that they're really looking for. Okay, closing guidance for the person who's watching you. Stop sleeping so damn much. Wake up. You're missing some cool shit. Get over yourself. Pull your shit together. Help people. Give back. Do good shit for humanity. Stop talking. Shut your mouth and listen. You think someone is lying. They are. Next, love lights your heart and your way. Do I love you? Better you should ask if you love you. Exactly. Solid as a rock. So you're just going to keep bumping your head, huh? Untrustworthy, false person, deceiver, watch your back. Consumer, are you full yet? And energy vampires are sucking you dry. Disconnect now. So for this person, this whatever situation this is for them, whether it's a marriage or, as I said, an outdated mode of being for them, it's time for them to be true and honest to themselves, because they're losing themselves into something that's not fulfilling, and they're doing it and holding on to it for an opportunity, but it always turns out to be not exactly what they want, because their heart truly isn't in it. This is yours, Cancer. It says, fuck, shit is about to get real. You need your people around you. Some good shit is about to happen. Don't let your issues fuck it up. You do you. Stop trying to change people. That shit never works. You need a big fucking hug. Squeeze. You need a good fucking cry. Get that ugly cry on. Let that shit go. Your soul will think. And it says, have you eaten? You're acting like a big ass baby. You need food in your belly. Eat a fucking taco. Take a fucking trip. Go see some shit. Do some new things. Talk to people cooler than you. So yeah, Cancer, if you're staying stuck in, as a side chick, a side dude in something, this person is not going to leave their status quo. Even though they may love you, even though they may have you may have everything that stirs them and makes them feel alive, they refuse to let go of the image that they're portraying to the world. And you are direct opposition to that image. Welcome to your first dark night of your soul. Being at the bottom sucks, huh? So now you know how roots feel. Grow from it. Enough is enough. Cut your grass, see the snakes. Sometimes love isn't enough. Your throne is sitting empty. Why? Don't bury your talents. And lastly, stand on your square. So exactly, Cancer, what these cards are saying to you is this relationship or the situation that you found yourself enthralled in, it's probably not to the best for you. This person is keeping a very close eye on you, but it's only to keep you entangled and entrapped into whatever this situation is. So I would hope that you would learn your lessons from this, because the dark nights of the soul, they're rough. They're not something to play with. So yeah. All right, Cancer, I thank you so much for coming to the Black Hearted Oracle. I pray these messages found you well, and I hope that you find your higher self in the quiet places. May Ma'at hold you in her loving grace. Ashe.